Hello everyone. All right guys, so today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about divine guidance and trusting your intuition. So I feel like I've been called divinely to make a video about this topic and just kind of talk about my experience a little bit with messages from the other side and how, through meditation and being quiet with yourself, that you can receive messages and guidance to what you should be doing in your life and how to be making things better for yourself and for other people. So I kind of want to start a little bit about my story and how I got involved in being a spiritual development coach. That's what I'm working as right now. And I'm also a master's level therapist. So I went to school for that. And I had some difficulties in fully pursuing that as an actual career. So obviously that was frustrating. It's something, like I said, that I went to school for, that I thought I was supposed to be doing, that I thought I wanted to be doing. So when things don't always turn out the way that you expect them to, obviously that can be frustrating. So I dealt with that for quite a few years. And just going back to the whole piece of, this guidance and really trusting when signs come into your life repeatedly. So I was divinely guided to, I should say suggested, to pursue another way of carrying out my career. So at first, when this was suggested to me, to go into, more of a life coaching career, I was kind of resistant to that at first because I felt like I spent this whole time on this degree that this is what you're supposed to do and go through all this schooling and get this fabulous job or whatever. And I kind of felt like I was throwing all of that away. Like I felt like, well, if I go and do life coaching now, then I'm, throwing all that away and that was a waste of my time and all of that. So it was hard for me to accept that this was even an option, that this was even a possibility for me. So I did a lot of research and I looked into this, and I ended up going through with it, and it ended up being the best thing that I could have ever done. It really was what I was supposed to be doing. And still for a while I was feeling some kind of way about, throwing my whole education away. But I didn't throw my whole education away, because what I learned from that program, you can never get rid of that experience. The people that I met, the clients that I had, I'll never forget that experience. And it made me who I am today. But despite all of that, it wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. Clearly I was supposed to be learning from that experience, but it wasn't what I was supposed to be doing as my career. So as I went through the coaching process of, this is what I'm going to do now, I was scared to death because I was going to be running my own business. I don't have any business background. Um, you know, I was really scared to do all that. But in a matter of a couple months, I had all of it together. And that's what I've been pursuing. And it really has been life-changing because it's so much different. It's so much different than being a therapist, because you are doing different things with your clients, and as a coach, I have the availability to change my program whenever I want, to do whatever I want with my program, and that's the part that I really like. Like, I can see what my clients need specifically and change things according to what you guys need, because that's what's important. It's what you need and how I can best be flexible to give you what you need. And now, I am in no way trying to, tell you to stop seeing a therapist or discourage you from seeing a therapist or bash what they do. I mean, I am a therapist, I'm not doing that in any way. I'm just telling you what has been most helpful for me, and following the path that I know that I'm supposed to be following. So, as a coach, I'll say that the biggest difference I feel that's in therapy and coaching is that therapy focuses a lot on what happened in your past, how those past experiences are shaping your behavior today, and it does focus on what's going on now and what you want to happen in the future, but a big part of it is kind of focusing on the past. And while with coaching, things from your past obviously do come up and you do work on those things, but I feel like one of the big differences, there's not this strong perseveration over the past. It's more so what's happening right now, and how can your mindset be changed to manifest what you really want in your life. And that's part of why I like it so much, because I feel like it's more goal-directed, action-directed, and getting you the things that you want, now. So that's in my experience, have been the biggest difference between the two. And I just feel like, if I hadn't listened to my intuition, if I hadn't trusted that, if I stayed in that, I'm too scared to think that this, to make this change, I wouldn't have been following the path that I'm supposed to be following. And I think part of really how you can listen, because you're given signs every single day. We all are. And we miss them, we don't look for them, we think that there's supposed to be some big, spark of light in the sky that's this booming voice telling you exactly what to do. But that's not how it is. And one just very, very simple way is through meditation, just sitting very quietly, and listening is the hardest part. We can tell the universe all day what we want. That's the easy part. But listening to the answers is the difficult part. So just really spending time being quiet with yourself, and trusting that what you're hearing, and it might not always be what you want to hear. And that can be a really difficult part to accept as well. We want what we want, and it's not always what we need. So I encourage you to, to sit quietly and, just kind of in reflection, and just be mindful of listening to what your intuition has to say. And another part for me that I listened to my intuition and it ended up being just so amazing, was even when I was in school, before, as a therapist, and two, when I was getting my coaching certification, everybody said, oh, you're going to be a therapist? You have to get your own therapist. You're going to be a coach? You have to get your own coach. And, I was always like, wow, I don't need a therapist. Come on. I have this stuff down. Same thing. I don't need a coach. I have all these people. I have all this free information online. I can go look up anything I want. I don't need that. But I kept seeing, there was this one coach that I was really following her and watching her content, all of her free content, which I thought was good enough. And she had such valuable things to say. And I kept seeing her program kept coming up, like in my feed on Facebook. And I ended up purchasing a small thing from her. She has a membership site where you can get all kinds of videos and content, and it's amazing. And there's so much valuable information in there. And I thought that, that was like my big investment. That was like the big thing. And I thought that was going to be enough. But her ad, like, she kept coming up in my feed continuously again. And at first I was telling myself, I don't need a coach. I don't need that, blah, blah, blah. I didn't want to pay for it. I didn't want to, I didn't want to invest. And then one day I don't even know what it was. I guess it was just that I kept seeing it and I kept seeing it. And I was thinking about, how this could be in my intuition, and how this might be divine guidance telling me what I needed to do, showing me the path. And it was absolutely right. It was absolutely right. And I took that risk. I took that jump. I invested in my own coach. And it was the best investment I have ever made in my life. And once again, that was divine guidance showing me what I needed. And I needed it so badly, because I don't care how many clients you've seen, how many people you've helped, you can't and you don't look at yourself the same way. And I needed an outside source to show me how to look at myself differently. And even after our first call, I left the call thinking, how does this woman already understand so much about me? It was amazing. It was amazing. And after that, and it was a group setting that we're doing things, and it's amazing to see how many people have the same struggles and the same issues, the same worries that I have. And it was just so comforting to be in such a beautiful space, such a safe space of these women who were, we were all going through different things and working on different things, but we had so many things in common. So I really do feel like that guidance really was worth it, and I am so glad that I went through with that, because like I said, we can help people all that we want, but it's hard for us to take our own advice. It's hard for us to look at ourselves differently. And the things that I thought were really important that I needed to work on, through my coach, I found out that they really weren't the most important things that I needed to be working on at the moment. So I feel like just to wrap this up, showing that, you know, looking back at my life, like these examples, they really, the universe tells you what you should be doing, especially if you're asking. If you're asking, and whether you feel that this is from God or the universe or source, the angels, your spirit guides, whatever you feel that these messages are coming from, you know, trust that. Trust that the other side is here to help you, and you are here to learn as much as you can during this journey, and they're here to guide you. They want you to do well, and we are here to spread light to as many people as we can, and we are doing that in so many different ways, but just know that those feelings that you get inside, those things that, you know, you question if that's real and if you really should be following it, you should. And I guess you can even look at it the other way and say, like, when you get a bad feeling in your gut, like, you know that right away. You know that feeling right away. And you say, I don't know, this doesn't really feel right to me. Well, you have to trust the other side too. You know, trust that the universe wants you to do well, and the universe wants to help you and guide you to learn as many things as you can and to help as many people as possible. So, all right. I just wanted to share those couple examples with you because, like I said, I really feel like I was given a divine message during meditation to share this message just about trusting your intuition and trusting your inner guidance, and know that the universe is on your side, and know that the universe is there to help you. Okay, so if you guys have any other questions about this, I would love to answer them, and I would love to hear about your experiences with trusting your intuition and how that has helped to bring peace and love into your life. Okay, have a great day, guys. Bye.